YouTube is more than just watching videos. It's more than answering the question, well, what does a fox say? Or an adorable sneezing baby panda, dancing to Gangnam Style, or Charlie that keeps biting his brother's finger. Like Matt said, my name is Josie Ahlquist. I'm a doctoral student from California Lutheran University, and my life is situated interestingly between education and entertainment. And what lies behind the scenes is something that I want to share that I believe is extremely important for us in higher education to pay attention to. And that's two things: that YouTube is building a platform where we can build global communities. And second, that there is abilities for virtual engagement, especially between middle school, high school, and college students. And where I got my start in YouTube starts 11 years ago last month. I met two gentlemen, Lloyd and Pete, who were touring the college market with an improv touring company called Mission Improbable. 6.5 years later, they started a YouTube channel called Epic Rap Battles of History. Anyone know this? They basically put two characters against each other in an epic rap battle that's both high quality, funny, sometimes inappropriate, and historically accurate. Their most popular have been Obama versus Romney and Steve Jobs versus Bill Gates. Over the last 3.5 years, they've received 2 billion views and 9.4 million subscribers. Now, YouTubers are really great at collaborations, just like in student affairs. They use other YouTubers as well as celebrities, but at the end of the day, Lloyd and Pete are the main content creators. Nice Peter with the sunglasses, the rainbows, the flowers, he's one, and Epic Lloyd in the orange, which he appears quite angry and aggressive. Well, that's my husband. And I promise you, he's really not that aggressive and angry, and I just call him Lloyd. And it's really fascinating as an educator to be behind the scenes, watching not only the creative process, but the interaction with fans and how much more is going on. Their major demographic is 13-year-old boys to 24-year-old young men. And I can't help but wonder how many of these viewers are college students and future university-bound, and the impact that YouTube and rap battles is having on them. Because the media will have you believe that technology, like social media, like YouTube, is bad. It's pulling us away from each other, and we're not interacting face-to-face, or our interpersonal skills are troubled. And I'll let you know from the research and what I'm seeing, it's just not true. That the youth are using these technologies to bridge across waters globally to build friendships, and they want in-person relationships. I'd like to give you an example of where I started to see this. Because I'm a social media nerd, this is what I do, this is what I research, I had to convince Lloyd, my husband, to get on many platforms, so I started to see behind the scenes what was going on, and I started to see this phenomenon of YouTube fans calling themselves YouTube friends. Young people go onto YouTube not only to enjoy the content, but to find friends amongst those that also enjoy those similar things. And why I knew there was something deeper going on with these engagements is they started to talk about other things. So this is something on Tumblr. If you haven't been on Tumblr yet, I encourage you to tumble away. Again, whatever starts with a YouTube fan base, it expands to much more. So they start connecting online, like on Twitter with SA Chat, where we just heard about someone they got, he was in his wedding later on. The same thing is happening with YouTube friends, not that they're in each other's weddings, but they're talking online constantly, talking about how cool it would be if one day they could meet. And I'm talking about someone who lives in Brazil with a college student that's at Kansas. YouTube entities are creating opportunities where then these fans can get together. On the West Coast, this is called VidCon. It happens every summer. And on surface value, it could look like that YouTubers and their fans are thrown in a room like this and see what happens. But I'm letting you know it's so much more. Content creators can teach those young people interested in learning more about being content creators. Playlist was just last week that I got to go to, and as much fandom is going on, There's engagement, and it's organic. And just like we have engagement opportunities like the tweet up last night, young people are doing that, and it's majority middle school, high school, and I met a ton of college students. And just like all the opportunities we provide on our college campuses, concerts, festivals, these things are happening at these conferences, and they're getting to not only interact with YouTubers, and that's fine, but they're interacting with each other after they met online. And so I sit back as an educator and I start to wonder what paradigms this is pushing us towards in higher education. Now let me step back for a second and say I am not telling you to go out and create YouTube channels and create series because it's very hard, it takes a lot of time and money. But what I am challenging you to do is to watch more than just the videos. This is the top 100 YouTube channels. Rap Battles is number 25. And I challenge you to look more at the videos and how they interact with their fans and build community. Because I'm telling you, they don't use Facebook for flyers. What I do encourage you to think about is using social media to build community on your campus, but also globally. And also an idea of how you can bridge your online learners and give them opportunities to experience on-campus events. Like VidCon, could you invite on-campus hybrid students and do what we do best with our on-campus students? Because I think that would be more awesome than a double rainbow. The YouTube generation is not only coming, they are here, and they are used to engaging online across the globe, and they are used to engaging across social media platforms in high levels. I challenge you to think about how you will engage with them and use social media beyond the typical. I ask you to engage both online and on campus. Thank you so much.